Well, officially, the reaction, at least from Israeli officials here, has been to welcome this plan to get more aid into Gaza through the use of this maritime humanitarian corridor and this pier. Israeli officials saying that they are working in close coordination with US officials to get this project moving forward. The US says Israel will provide security for the pier that it's planning to build. Israel has not confirmed this at this stage, however. Of course, ships delivering aid to Gaza will be subject to Israeli checks in Cyprus. Israel, of course, very involved in monitoring what gets in and out of Gaza, as it always has been, and that's definitely not going to change. Of course, amongst the Israeli public, you're going to get a few different types of reactions. There are, of course, those who welcome any outside efforts to alleviate the suffering of people in Gaza, even those efforts that don't involve the Israeli government, because many people here have simply lost confidence in the Israeli government. And then there is a fringe of people on the far right, a minority of people who have even been protesting to block aid, to stop aid lorries from getting in to Gaza. Again, that is a minority of people, but they say these aid deliveries play into the hands of Hamas. So, of course, they won't welcome initiatives like this.
Andrew, we're going to see some protests from around the world, pro-Palestinian protesters calling for a ceasefire. Where do negotiations stand at the moment?
Yeah, well, it's interesting you asked that question. US President Joe Biden just actually said that he's concerned about a flare-up of violence here in Jerusalem if no ceasefire deal or temporary truce deal is reached before Ramadan. But the likelihood is, it is very, very unlikely that both sides will come to some sort of deal before Ramadan. Of course, talks in Cairo between the two sides broke down earlier this week. They're set to resume next week. But there are still huge gaps between the two sides. Israel wants Hamas to provide it with a list of living hostages. Hamas says it isn't able to do that. Hamas, for its part, wants Israel to carry out a full military withdrawal from northern Gaza so that residents can return to their homes. It also wants more humanitarian aid to be let into the Gaza Strip. The problem is there is not more aid getting into Gaza, and Israel certainly has no plans at this stage to withdraw its military forces from anywhere in Gaza.